Welcome back everyone to another Penguin Z Plays On video, and today I've just got out of watching How to Train Your Dragon, the live action film, and this is my spoiler free review. So I do know, I've seen this movie 2 weeks after it came out, of course. Okay, I know, I'm not stupid, but it's because I had a deal. I made a deal with somebody and they made a deal with me that we would watch this movie together. I did not break the promise, they did not break my promise, so I finally waited and it happened. And then I sat down in that theater and I watched Peak. I'm gonna get into it right now, but let's get into my before thoughts. So I love the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. Honestly, I love that trilogy. In my opinion, it's one of the best animated trilogies of all time and is a top 50 trilogy of all time, in my opinion. So when I heard they were making a live action of How to Train Your Dragon, it hit me. I was like, they can ruin my franchise. And then I remembered, this is DreamWorks, not Disney. DreamWorks has never done this. I shocked. I kind of changed up a little bit. I was like, maybe they could cook. And wow. Well. DreamWorks did this around 10 years after Disney did it. And they might have done it better. Yes, you heard me right. DreamWorks might have made a better live action film than Disney's whole 10-year live action career. Let's get into it. So first things first, I'm gonna talk about my a couple negatives, because you're gonna hear me say a bunch of positives about the CGI, but when the CGI is low, it's really low. There's around maybe 3 to 4 scenes that the CGI is so bad, it's terrible, or the green screen is just so visible. And honestly, those are my negatives, because everything else in this movie is so positive. If you like the How to Train Your Dragon movie, the first one, that is exactly what you're gonna get. This is not no Disney thing where it's like, okay, this is a live action remake, but we're changing up the whole third act. No. This movie is the same exact story, plot, lines, frames. Everything is made just like the original. And the only differences are maybe a couple lines, and those extra lines hit harder than nothing. Another thing is the characters' chemistry. All the characters, you can just tell they all have a good chemistry around each other, and it's just, oh my god, it's so good. Next thing, CGI. The CGI is so perfect. It is like you're watching a Jurassic Park movie. Toothless in some scenes, I'm like, did they really just pull out a living dragon from their closet? Because Toothless be looking very real in some scenes. This movie also got me sad a little bit. Basically what I'm saying is, if you seen or like the first How to Train Your Dragon, the first one, you are going to watch that same exact movie all over again, but in live action, longer, and honestly, in my opinion, maybe even better. In my opinion, yes, there's certain things in the animation which is of course going to be better than live action, but live action, I don't know, it just kind of changed me up for a sec. It might just be because I came out of the theater literally an hour ago. Also, I want you guys to know I watched this movie at 8:55 p.m. I got home at 12 o'clock. I am recording this video right here at 12:30 a.m. So yes, but yeah, basically that's everything, yo. And one last thing, I want to talk about the characters real quick, because of course there's no villain in the first How to Train Your Dragon movie, I like the next two, but the characters, okay, I want to break them down. Toothless, an amazing character without even speaking. Hiccup, they did Hiccup justice in this movie. His lines, perfect. Honestly, aura wise, animation's probably better, but character-wise, honestly, I think Hiccup in the live action is better. I like his voice. Okay, I'm not saying the animation has a bad voice. It's just it kind of gets annoying sometimes. And I just like the character. That whole group of like the people that are like trying to kill dragons. Oh my god, I cannot wait to see them in the next film, because in the next film, that's when they start getting like, you know, as a team. In this film, we don't see them really as a team. You know, they're kind of all doing their own thing. And then there's Astrid, which, okay, it's very controversial because basically Paramount used a different nationality for her character, which I don't care at all. She is a perfect character in this movie. She could be better than the animation version. Literally, by the end of this trilogy, or if they're going to make more, they can make her an amazing character, and this is not being anything. She's actually a really good character. And honestly, I cannot wait for this sequel. And now it is time for me to review and rate this movie. As a action kids movie, I am going to give this, I might be a little bit too far here, but I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 in that range. And now as a movie itself, How to Train Your Dragon 2025, the live action, Penguin Z Playzone, is going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. It was so close to be a 10. It could be a 10. But I feel like the next time I rewatch it, it might go down to a 9 or even an 8.5. And I feel like if I give it a 10, I feel like it's a little too much. I'm hoping you guys go watch this movie. It is so good, and it's way better than that stupid bum Lilo and Stitch. Whoever went to watch that movie, I want you to go watch this movie because it is way better in every single way. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. Actually, if you guys are watching this, there should be another video later on tonight, so be ready for that. But yeah, guys, that is it. I am Penguin Z Playzone, and like always, everybody, peace out.